this is the Werewolf. Welcome to Werewolf at the Movies. And just like my last video, you're still on an adventure with me. We're lost in suburban hell. And I'm gonna say that I need to follow those guys, but I don't know. I'm so completely lost. All I know is that this road does not have an exit, and that's what the sign told me. I should have just off-road my sport bike, and we would have solved this fucking issue. I don't know how anybody finds their way around here. Nothing looks like a main road in this fucking hellhole. Don't get me wrong, some of these houses are super awesome. But I don't know, man. I never get lost. How the hell did this happen? This has been 3 videos that I've been lost in already. I guess I could try going left here. Okay, so that sign didn't say no exit. Anyways, whatever. I'm Werewolf. You guys are here to watch a movie review, so let's get one done. Intro now! Welcome back to Werewolf at the Movies. I have good news and I have bad news. This is the way out of suburban hell, and I don't know which way to go. I'm gonna go this way because there's that old saying where the sun sets in the west, and that's my setting sun over here. By the way, welcome to summertime in Canada. This is 9:15 at night, and the sun's still up in the sky. This is very much like Alaska, I guess. Very much the north. Welcome to a whole day of sun. Anyways, today we're going to be... Well, look at those houses. Today we are going to be reviewing the film, and I do not take this lightly. This is a heavy burden on my shoulders. Back to the Future. Not number 2, not number 3, but Back to the Future 1. And oh my God, I know where I am. Oh, salvation comes! Alright folks, so let's pin the throttle here. And let's chat. So, Back to the Future. If you guys even need a review of this film, believe it or not, I have met a few people who have not seen this film. And I don't like them. They are terrible people, and they need to take a shower because they're dirty. They are dirty on the inside, so they need to scrub with steel wool. I'm just kidding, but you should watch this film. You should watch it. It should be your top priority as of now. For those of you who I'm sure are very few and far between, who don't know what this movie is about, This movie is about a time machine. And basically what happens is that a super smart genius creates a time machine, and the main character, or one of the main characters I should say, ends up in the time machine and ends up back in time, thus screwing up the future, which is actually the present. And then they have to go back to the past to fix it so that the future is still the same as their present. See, talking about time machine movies makes no fucking sense whatsoever, because what I said was a whole bunch of words like present and past and future and present and past and future and past and future and present and past. I digress. This film is actually probably in my top 25 all-time favorite films. Not just like favorite action film or favorite sci-fi film. This is just favorite films, period. And I think the reason why I love it so much is that the acting is super genuine. There is this explanation of science that makes science attainable for those people who aren't very science savvy. So I think that's pretty sweet. Plus, there is a cameo, although uncredited, by Huey Lewis of Huey Lewis in the News. And that makes me happy.
I'm afraid you're just too darn loud.
Moving on, we go to the actors in this film. Michael J. Fox.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
And anybody who's my age or older knows exactly who Michael J. Fox is. Not only from the Back to the Future series, but from the movies Teen Wolf and Growing Pains as well. And we saw him before and after Parkinson's. For those of you who didn't know, Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's disease. And yeah, I remember watching him before he had any disease, and I think he's still a fucking awesome actor, even though he shakes a lot. Next in this film, we have Christopher Lloyd.
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
Who plays Dr. Emmett Brown. And I don't know, man, there's something about his character. It's obviously based on Einstein, but he's pretty kooky and wild, but super, super brilliant. But he's strange. And you just can't help but love him. You know, like he's just awesome. Who else do we have next? We have Crispin Glover.
Hey, you, get your damn hands off her.
Now, to be honest with you, Crispin Glover is not a very sought after actor, let's say. He's kind of a pariah in Hollywood, from what I understand. He's kind of strange, and he demands weird things, and so I've only ever seen him in a few movies, like a couple B horror movies, and obviously the Back to the Future series. And you know what? I can understand why. He's not really super awesome, so I don't really give two shits to see him anywhere else. Anyways, that's my rant on Crispin Glover. There's lots of actors in this film, don't get me wrong. Lots of ones that I'm sure deserve to be pointed out. The point of this is that you need to go and watch Back to the Future like now. You should have been watching it 5 minutes ago. And that being said, I'll just cut this short and say that this film is getting a definite rating of 10 DeLoreans. Out of 10. 10 DeLoreans out of 10. For those young people who don't know what a DeLorean is, it was probably one of the shittiest cars ever made. However, because of this film, everybody wants to own one. They were made of stainless steel and aluminum, and they're basically rust-proof, but they had the engine of a lawnmower in there, and every single year it was made, they changed something, so the parts are not mix and matchable between years and stuff. It's just terrible. Nonetheless, the owner of DMC, which stands for DeLorean Motor Company, ended up in some legal issues when they found a briefcase full of money and some drugs. Enough said. Anyways, that was my really, really terrible rant about Crispin Glover and rating about Back to the Future. I hope it was informative, and if it wasn't, bite me and go watch the film and then write in my comments about how terrible of a review it was. Alright guys, for Werewolf at the Movies, it's Werewolf, and I'm out of here! See you later.